Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That sucks. I feel like I ruined the moment. The sucky thing is, I think my computer processing power just couldn't handle having too many things running at the same time. Like recording the VOD and then streaming and then having the game open as well. So I guess I'm not going to be able to record Sylus's birthday. I might just do a separate recording for Sylus's birthday again, because I feel I don't like not having his birthday card on my channel. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's your girl, Scarlet. As you can see, I'm here for a special video to celebrate our beloved Sylus's birthday. Yay! You'll notice that this is a separate recording of Sylus's limited 5-star birthday card. My computer kind of died halfway. So I lost the original recording, and I didn't want to like cut the clip from YouTube Studios directly, because if I download it again, the quality sort of dies pretty badly, and it just didn't sit well with me. So I decided to just record a separate video. So in case it does bother you that this is not going to be a legitimate first time reaction, then feel free to click away. You don't have to watch it. I will be just reading the story and then sharing my thoughts about the card with you. So yeah, feel free to just join me in my future videos instead. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so first off, let's start off by reading the synopsis, which is super lengthy. Wow. My blessings belong to Sylus. Aww. Okay, so recalling. As you can see, I've already watched the card, but yeah, I really want a separate video just on my channel because it just doesn't sit right with me that I don't have one, so re-recording. April 18th on a kindness base. At 7 o'clock, the old table clock releases a tiny mechanical bird from within to welcome the hour with a merry chirp. Mephisto lifts his head from under his wing. Confused, he watches Sylus approach the mirror again. The leader of Onekindus adjusts his clothes before raising his left wrist to check the time once more.
Only twice. We're going to the wildlife park.
Oh, I just realized that maybe he meant that he's only checked himself in the mirror twice, maybe? I guess it seems a bit unreal for Sylus to keep checking the mirror. I don't know. Or it could be, as I've seen someone posted before on my live stream, that he changed his clothes twice, which is also pretty cute. I love MC's attitude here. Sylus, come downstairs. Here I am.
Oh, she's here?
Sylus puts away his phone, steals a glance at himself in the mirror, and then walks out of the room. Before the door closes, Mephisto spreads his wings. He's ready to catch up with him.
Stay here.
Aw, poor Mephi.
It's a birthday date. You're not invited.
But he is! I'd invite him! Why not? I remember one of my viewers said, "Who's gonna take pictures?"
Welcome to 𝘾𝙝𝙖𝙥𝙩𝙧 Park. We use local natural resources to replicate diverse ecosystems and strive to protect animals while bringing humans closer to nature and the wild.
Alright, I also forgot to mention, when Sylus was checking himself out on the mirror, I really appreciate men who take care of their appearance, like who groom themselves properly. Not out of vanity. I mean, we all have a little bit of vanity inside us because we want to look good, right? But for Sylus, it's more like out of respect almost, because it's a special occasion. So he dressed specially for the occasion. So I really respect Sylus for that. 𝘾𝙗𝙗 Wildlife Park is huge and far away from Lincoln City. It was a 3-hour drive for us. There's already a line of cars outside the park. As we wait to enter, I take out the birthday badge I prepared.
What is that, kitten?
Sitting in the passenger seat, Sylus points at the cute, chibi version of himself that I drew on the badge. Isn't it obvious? It's a birthday badge for today. Here's the birthday hat, the cake, and little S, our birthday boy. Now stay still. Let me just put it on you, you big guy. I pin the badge on Sylus's chest. The words "Happy Birthday" circle around the chibi Sylus. As for the expression, I glance at him before pulling out a marker from my pocket. I draw a big smile on the chibi Sylus's face. There you go. May your smile always shine bright, little S.
The twins always say someone's in trouble when I smile like this.
I wag my finger at him and reveal a smile as wide as the one on the chibi Sylus's face. No one is in trouble today because it's a special day.
Good morning. Can you please show me your tickets? All right, you can head it now. Here's your park navigational device.
The staff member hands me a tablet roughly the size of a phone.
Oh, it's your birthday today, sir. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day.
No. Shouldn't you say something when someone wishes you a happy birthday?
Thanks.
The way that was so forced. But looking back, I think it's because Sylus is just not used to getting well wishes, and that really hurts me a little bit. But at least he gets to get the well wishes today on his birthday. And it's all because of that badge. I wonder if MC had that in mind when putting that badge on him. Shortly after entering the park, the scenery unfolds before us. Unfamiliar wildflowers speckle the lush meadow. The expanse of green that stretches as far as the eye can see soothes my mind. A herd of 𝙘𝙖𝙢𝙗𝙗. I still don't know how to pronounce it. A herd of 𝙘𝙖𝙢𝙗𝙗 is grazing leisurely, and their tails occasionally twitch. Now, for those of you who don't know what it is, I'm gonna insert in like an image in here. They're like an antelope of some kind, just with smaller horns. It's cute. It's really cute. They live a peaceful life.
So, a hunter just lets their guard down in a place like this.
No chance. We've got at least 2 or 3 hungry animals in the bushes before us and in the shrubs there. As soon as I'm done speaking... Oh, right, I forgot about that. A striped beast abruptly sprints from the waist-high bushes. The startled 𝙘𝙖𝙢𝙗𝙗 scatter, but the tiger quickly gives up and abandons its hunt. It failed. I thought it'd keep going until it caught something.
Knowing when to withdraw is also a strategy.
Hmm? Are you speaking from experience?
You could say that.
And here I thought 𝘾𝙗𝙗𝙗's leader never missed his mark.
Success requires preparation and patience. Once you make your move, you must leave nothing to chance.
I feel like, especially with the way Sylus lives, I guess growing up, he definitely lives on the more dangerous side. For him to actually actively make a move, he probably learned that if he makes a move, it has to be the right move. And I'm sad to think that maybe he learned that the hard way, you know? After its failed attempt, the tiger ambles toward our car and gives us a lethargic look. The surprise attack from earlier appears to have drained its strength. Now I finally get a clear view of the tiger. Its coat is sleek and healthy, while its movements are graceful and agile. The tiger must still be young.
It doesn't look old. Maybe it's a teenager. Why are you giving me that look?
I'm just imagining you as a young tiger. I make a quick gesture. I wonder if you had the same, like, aura.
Your ability to make connections is impressive, kitten.
Never mind. I'll stop by 𝘾𝙗𝙗𝙗's base one day and look through your old photo albums.
Remember to bring yours for the exchange.
Look, if anyone asks for your photo albums, your baby photo albums, they just want material for blackmail, man. Oh, right, sorry. Sit back. We need to prioritize our safety. Sit back, little sigh, little S. I give him a gentle push and start the car again. Oh, right. I was so focused on watching the hunt that I forgot to send my wishes to the birthday boy. Sylus raises an eyebrow.
I'm all ears.
May you be as energetic as the tiger we saw.
It just failed in its hunt.
It's okay. After the tiger recharges, its next move will be amazing.
You're good at thinking on your feet.
I'm flattered, but are you questioning my sincerity?
Not at all. Your sincerity is as overwhelming as that staff member's enthusiasm at the park's entrance.
Right, right. He says that as if that staff member was wishing him happy birthday in such a dead tone. Honestly, staff member A did quite well. It's staff member B that's the problem.
I have a feeling I'll be getting a few more well wishes like that today.
I'll consider it if you really want that.
You're more excited about my birthday than I am, kitten.
Of course I am. That's because I turn the rearview mirror toward him. The small mirror perfectly reflects the unmistakable curve of Sylus's lips. As the sun climbs higher in the sky, I park the car under a tree that provides a lot of shade. I step out with Sylus to take a short break. Oh my god, so cute! A mew from the nearby bushes catches our attention. What was that?
Over there.
Two fluffy cubs tumble out of the bushes. They're playing with each other. They appear to be only 1 to 2 months old and still have mottled coats. They're noticeably undernourished.
2 lion cubs.
Noticing the sudden appearance of me and Sylus, they stop playing. They stare at us with their big, round eyes. Sylus! Oh, how cute!
Who's cute?
Well, I want to say you, but I feel like you might jump MC if I say that, so never mind. I laugh, knowing he's teasing me about what I just said. That word doesn't suit your current image, right?
It never suits me.
That's a lie. You're cute right now, so... Well aware of the viewing rules in this area, we maintain our distance instead of approaching them. They're very young. I heard that a pride never leaves its cubs alone when hunting in a group.
Maybe they ran into some danger and couldn't make it back.
Can't you think of other possibilities?
Oh, and there's that... Some wild animals abandon their children if they're too weak to survive.
How are you getting more heartless with each suggestion?
It's just survival instinct.
Oh.
Someone's getting sentimental, huh?
I mean, MC can't help it, right? She knows nothing about Sylus's past, so I can understand why she's like building a picture in her head based on what he's talking about regarding these animals. We can say MC is reaching, but at the same time, is she really? If they're strong and resilient enough, they can grow up on their own. Besides, surviving in harsh conditions might make them become a leader of their pride.
Only to become even more heartless.
And at this point, I think Sylus already knows what she's connecting this situation with, right? Like, she's connecting what's happening to these cubs to himself. Hey, stop that!
There's always the best case scenario, kitten. Look.
He points, and the 2 lion cubs vigilantly spring to their feet. In the distance, several adult lions come into view. Watching the cubs joyfully run toward the pride, I pat Sylus's arm. Their parents are back!
Do you feel relieved now? Let's go.
Like, you see what I mean? He's playing with her emotions. He knows that she's like drawing conclusions about his circumstance. and the cub's circumstance because she knows nothing about his childhood. And he just tried drawing the most tragic situation. And then MC was like, wait, what? And then suddenly he's like, oh, wait, or, you know, their parents are here. And you know what's even sadder is he's probably not even lying. Sylus turns and opens the door. We return to our seats, yet neither of us in a rush to leave. In the distance, the two cubs eagerly eat the food their parents brought back. Do you think these tigers and lions forget those final days of being cubs? It won't be long until they become big cats who strike fear into other animals.
Isn't that for the best? They won't have to worry about their parents never coming back, or going hungry because they returned empty-handed. They'll be strong enough to protect themselves. They don't have to fear being abandoned by their pride for being too weak.
See? Like, you question, right? He has to be talking about himself. Hearing Sylus's words, I glance at him in the rearview mirror.
I've seen many cases like this.
Understandable. As the leader of Honor Kindness, your eyes must have seen a lot. Sylus turns away from the pride of lions, rolls down the window, and rests his chin on his hand to look at me.
Of course, every Saturday at 10 p.m., the link on Science Channel has Earth animals.
And then he does this. The little shit. Huh?
It's entertaining. I recommend watching it sometime, kitten.
Sylus? And the way he laughs. Guys, like, his laugh was so soft. And you know what's criminal? You can't save it. It's not a savable voice line. It doesn't make sense. They don't want these voice lines to be the next premiered featured most saved voice lines. Sylus's laughter and his grunts. Maybe. With a smile, he pinches my cheek. The faint calluses of his fingertips brush against my skin.
They're airing my favorite episode next week. Do you want to watch it together?
Okay. I'll think about it. I playfully pretend to swat away his annoying hand. But as soon as I touch him, my hand seemed to have a mind of its own. It grasps Sylus's hand instead.
Don't worry about it.
I nuzzle his warm, dry palm. See, in cases like this, MC and I were of one mind. That's exactly what I would do. Nuzzle. Who's worried?
All right, then. Now that we saw the lions, have you thought of a fitting birthday well-wish yet?
Of course. I hope you never go hungry and always have more meat than you can eat.
How do you manage to make these cheesy and sincere?
It's sincere at least. Take it or leave it, Sylus. He says that, but you know he's eating it up, right? Time flies. Before we know it, it's already early afternoon. Sylus and I park our car outside the area for walking tours. From the treetops to the ground and the water to the woods, this place is home to many docile animals that visitors can interact with. We take our feeding buckets to the wetlands by the river. A dozen capybaras of various sizes march past us in a line. Each has a determined look on its face. To eat food. Relatable. One medium-sized capybara stays behind instead of following the group. It stops in front of Sylus and stares intently at the orange in his hand.
You want this?
Yes. By this you mean you, right? Right? Yeah, I do. Sylus crouches down and waves the orange. Sure enough, the capybara's eyes remain glued to the plump yellowish orange fruit. Feed me is written all over its face.
Too bad.
Wait, I can save that. Did I save that? I probably did. I'm big mind that way. Yeah, you see big brain me.
Too bad.
At least we can have that laughter in there. Sylus places the orange on top of the capybara's head. It instantly freezes and is still as a statue. Is that a thing? Like, I see a lot of plushies of capybaras with tangerines on their heads for some reason. Like, is that a thing? Is there something I don't know about? Am I missing out on something? Please let me know. Let me in on the secret, guys. While the capybara is still dazed, he gently strokes the thick fur on its back. I also touch it. Whoa, it's prickly. I thought a gentle animal would have really soft fur. After a few more pets, the capybara suddenly lies down in front of us. It reveals its round, chubby tummy.
This is the soft part.
When it shows its belly, it means it trusts us, right?
It also means it's an easy target.
Oh gosh. If this capybara could understand what you just said, it'd probably never trust humans again. Sylus, you're such a villain. You destroyed the bridge of trust between humans and capybaras.
This is the first time someone has accused me of doing that.
He gently guides my hand to rest on the capybara's belly. Unlike the rough fur on its back, the capybara's belly feels warm and soft under my palm. I gently pat and scratch it. Although it can't express its feelings in human words, the capybara is clearly relishing our attention. It's content. I poke its belly a few times. You're showing your softest spots so easily. You're not going to be cautious at all, huh?
You could remind it 100 times and it still wouldn't learn. Unless...
He sounds so happy, can I just say? He sounds so happy. He may not be in his element currently, but at the same time, he's adapting and just relishing this very domestic moment that they're sharing together. And you can tell how laid back and happy he is. And it just makes me so sad. Why? Okay, Sylus stands up and wipes his hands. Then he picks up another orange from the bucket. He purposefully takes his time peeling it. I follow suit, standing up and clearing my hands. Oh, sorry, cleaning my hands. I watch him pop an orange slice into his mouth. The fresh, sweet scent of citrus fills the air. I imagine the orange tastes just as delicious. Come on, tell me. Unless what? Though, is it sweet? We're talking about the oranges, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, why are you walking toward me?
Because MC is hooked.
Oh, I see. Feed me is written all over your face, too.
Then why haven't you? He puts an orange slice into my mouth and sour juice immediately floods my taste buds. My face puckers. It's so sour. Sylus, you lied to me. And then you know what, guys? You can't save that laughter. It's not fair. One day if someone makes a compilation of all of Sylus's laughter, yeah, best believe I would have that on repeat. If that video ends up getting 15 million views, 14 million of views are probably from me.
This is how you destroy a bridge of trust.
Satisfied with his successful prank, he smiles. I take the orange and deliberately eat another slice in front of him. Do you want to try it? This one is really sweet. Sylus's expression shows utter disbelief. I expect him to refuse too, but to my surprise, he nods. Here you are. I stuff the orange slice into his mouth. See? The bridge has been rebuilt. He swallows the fruit I fed him.
I chose to walk into that one.
And he's not lying. See, what's funny about that whole prank, right? He's just showing how easily he can trick her. And even after he tricked her, MC basically pulled the same prank on him, but then it said that his face had this look of utter disbelief. He's in utter disbelief that she would try to prank him directly. He willingly walked into it. I feel like when he was talking about that capybara, he was probably talking about himself, you know? Like, no matter what timeline, what life that they lead through in the future, coming future, or other lifetimes, he would still be hooked and fall into as many traps as MC wants, as long as it's with her, you know? And it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. Why am I making myself so sad? I'm sorry. A small tributary flows through the wildlife park. It allows visitors to embark on boat tours from the dock to explore more of the scenery here. Sylus and I board an electric boat. We cruise along the river while appreciating the sights and sounds on the banks. Beautiful waterfowl occasionally glide past our boat. Meanwhile, hippos surface from the river with a snort every so often, and that's dangerous, isn't it? That's dangerous. I mean...
Are you tired from all the fun?
No. I don't know, Sylus, with you, I have endless energy, and I mean it. I'm waiting for the birthday boy to comment on today's adventure. Sylus, who's been focused on steering the boat, looks at me when he hears my words.
The day isn't over yet, and you're already asking about my customer satisfaction?
I'm a little worried you might find today's plans too basic.
Miss, you already succeeded in luring me away from Anakinas's base for most of the day.
That's true.
Even if I wasn't happy, it's a bit too late to jump ship.
It's never too late. You could jump right now, but if you run into any crocodiles or pythons, there's no guarantee I'll save you.
Come here, kitten.
Okay. I approach him. At that moment, I feel a warmth on my hand. His right hand is now giving it a gentle massage.
I figured that after someone picked this child-friendly place, she'd expect me to ask why.
Why would he say child-friendly? There's a frickin' hippo in the water. That's not safe. There are lions and tigers. How is this child-friendly? Or is that normal? Do you take small children to wild safaris? You know, I know I've seen videos of wild safaris where they're on like the carts that look like golf carts. I guess they're jeeps? Literally, any lion can just go through and pluck out one of the passengers. Would you take children with you? I would not. Or maybe I'm just too much of a scaredy cat. I don't know. Just to be clear, it has nothing to do with reliving childhood memories or anything like that.
I know.
After setting the boat on an automated course, Sylus sits down and pulls me into his arms. Oh. This day in spring is tender and warm. The tree shadows along the bank partially shield his face from the sunlight. It's difficult to discern the emotions in his eyes.
It's easy to be honest. These animals are straightforward. They either lick and rub against you with affection if they like you, or they eat you if they don't.
I mean, if they eat you, they do like you, just not in the sense you're hoping.
And a certain person thinks we're similar.
I touch the birthday badge I drew by hand. The chibi Sylus on it is smiling at me. You're always honest about your likes and dislikes.
I'll admit you're right about that.
My gaze shifts from the little figure on the badge to Sylus's face. And sure, you're a permanent resident on the association's wanted list and the N109 zone's most notorious boss man. You probably have even more roles and faces I don't know about, but none of that matters today.
Why?
Somewhat embarrassed, I hesitate. I'm unable to let the words leap off my tongue. After waiting a moment, Sylus holds me close and rocks me gently.
Sweetie, you can talk.
Okay. It's because the Sylus celebrating his birthday today is my Sylus. His hand tightens around my waist. I lean into him and rest my head on his shoulder. Okay? Me when, really, literally, that's all I can say. Me when. The sunlight filtering through the leaves softens his usually sharp features, and I can't help but poke his cheek. I brought you here hoping you'd feel comfortable in a place that's similar. But if you don't like any of this,
You'll what?
I sit up and mischievously wink at him. I'll just try harder the next go-round. This won't be the only time you let me celebrate your birthday, right?
You really do have everything planned out.
For you, indeed. He catches my hand, his eyes narrow, and the hint of a smile plays at his lips.
But I like your interpretation.
Sure you do. Really? Is there anything else you'd like to share? I want to ask about his feelings, but I hear a rustling sound from the... sorry. A shower of flower petals and leaves cascades down. So there's an animal above them. And this time they are monkeys. What kind of small animal is that? It sounds happy. As I speak, flower petals rain down on us again. Sylus and I are covered from head to toe.
Maybe a lucky little guy is celebrating his birthday up there, so his friends are joining in on the fun.
I playfully wrinkle my nose at Sylus. Is that little one over there just like me?
He's just like you.
She walked into that, you know. Sylus's fingers leisurely trace my cheek. Then he tilts my chin up. So sweet, diabetes.
Close your eyes.
Okay. What are you doing?
I want to thank the person who's celebrating my birthday with me. In the way animals do.
I felt that, guys. I felt that. That familiar breath gradually intertwines with mine. His tender kiss lingers. It lets warmth flow through my chest like a stream. It's as light as the shower of flower petals that fell on us earlier, yet it's enough to make my heart skip a beat. This man can do lots of things that would make my heart skip a beat.
You are now leaving the wildlife park. Please return your navigational device to our staff. Thank you.
Throughout the day, everyone who'd noticed Sylus' birthday badge offered him their heartfelt birthday wishes. The kindness from strangers has softened Sylus' expression.
You can leave the navigational device here. I hope you two had a wonderful day at the park.
And here we have it, Staff Member B. Staff Member B. He had one job.
Oh wait, here's a scratch card for you.
At first I thought the scratch card was actually like a gimmick that MC planned, you know, concocted in their little birthday journey because of that scene in the Kindle that we saw in the PB. Apparently I was wrong. None of the things I guessed actually happened, so... But that's the fun about PBs, right? Guessing.
Happy birthday!
You see what I mean? I can't blame Sylus for saying they sound a little dead. We're like, what was that? Happy birthday! I'm not trying to bully the voice actor, but I blame the person who directed him.
Thanks.
Let's see if the birthday boy is lucky today.
2 cups of the park's exclusive maple syrup coffee. Given how lucky I usually am, I was somewhat expecting a thanks for visiting.
And that's the thing, right? Just like how when at the beginning Sylus was like, you know, didn't know how to respond to someone wishing him. I start thinking about his myth. You remember how everyone was celebrating his death as a dragon? They celebrated the death of the dragon. But here, instead of that, everyone is actually wishing him well for the day of his birth, you know, on his birthday. And it feels nice. Instead of just MC wishing him happy birthday, I bet it's also nice to feel just the people around you wishing you well on the day of your birth, rather than wishing for your, you know, your end. And I'm just glad that Sylus is able to experience that this time. Why am I making myself sad? Oh my god, I need to stop. I tap his birthday badge. Luck is on your side today. Then again, today is your birthday. Outside the wildlife park, a forest of maple trees unfurls to create a beautifully, vividly green sea. Many visitors have selected this spot to unwind and revitalize their spirits. The dog. I've mentioned on stream that it sounded like a monkey and then people were making fun of me. You understand, right? It honestly sounded like a monkey from afar. And I have headphones on, so I don't think that actually works in my favor. But anyway, some are walking around with their fluffy companions for a playful outing. And yeah, that's how I found out it was a dog, because of the word fluffy companions. Others have spread out picnic blankets to savor the moment of tranquility and relaxation. Sylus and I get our maple syrup coffees and walk side by side. Because of his tall frame and long legs, I occasionally fall a step behind. I have to quicken my pace to catch up once or twice. However, Sylus swiftly noticed this. I mean, he's freaking tall, yo. Sylus is going to have to wait like, I don't know, 5 minutes every step he takes just for me to catch up. Because I'm tiny, y'all. Apparently, I'm tiny. But to be fair, I'm only tiny compared to Sylus. Otherwise, I consider myself pretty average. He switches his coffee to his other hand and extends his free hand to me. Catching up, I grab his outstretched hand. Something sweet. Sylus, can you smell it?
It's the maple syrup. This entire forest is nothing but sugar maple trees.
How does he know that? Isn't it spring, though?
Maple syrup isn't just for autumn. It's currently the perfect time to harvest.
Isn't it great, guys?
Look over
Lads
there.
teaches you things. Lads is educational. I did not know that spring would be the perfect time to harvest maple syrup. He's right. In the distance, tubes are affixed to every sugar maple tree. Transparent sap slowly drips into buckets. We stop under a sugar maple tree. I swirl my nearly empty coffee cup. Wait, so her cup was nearly empty and she wants to put sugar maple syrup in it? Ooh, okay, maybe no. That sounds like diabetes in a cup. So this is where they get the syrup for their special coffee. I wonder if we can directly taste the sap from the tree. I look at the tree, then I look at the man next to me who's standing with his arms crossed. He's observing me. I can imagine MC going like, tap, Sylus, tap, Sylus. Get the hint? You know, that kind of thing.
Judging by your expression, you want me to help you with something?
Quick to the uptake, aren't ya? So, what's your answer? Oh, here we go. Tends to lag here, I don't know why. Okay.
A lick wouldn't hurt.
I pat Sylus's arm. Come on, carry me! Then you should hurry up and lift me.
I've never seen a hunter this curious about food before.
We're talking about the same hunter, right? The food maniac? Even though he's teasing me, he lifts me. I stretch out my arm. My fingertips are about to touch the sap of the trunk. Out of the corner of my eye, a white ball of fur is heading straight for us. Do you hear that, by the way? It literally sounded like Sylus was sniffing her for whatever reason, because he came so close and then suddenly here... I'm sorry, my nose is a little clogged. You see what I mean, right? You get it. Ah! He passed up.
Watch out!
And then we're here to the sea. This beautiful sea. No. That dog just now.
Yeah, we've been ambushed.
God, he's handsome. What the fuck? Okay. I remember this. This little shit. Okay.
Must be the wind.
Oh, son of a bitch. The way he's just tormenting her. Teasing her. Alright, am I supposed to tap it?
Pay attention to your 5 o'clock.
The fact that he's doing this just so he could feel her like tapping on him. I I see you, Sylus. I see you. I know your intentions. You're cheating. You see the way he led it to her belly? It's like he's telling her, I trust you. In such a cute way. Now I conquered your softest spot.
I have no choice but to surrender, I suppose. However, have you heard the old saying? The best hunter often appears as prey.
I'm the real hunter here.
Where do you think you're going?
Nowhere. I want to stay right here. How do I get there? How do I get here? That's the problem, Sylus. The way how this scene is like a mixture of the Kindled scene in his dragon myth and grassland romance, you know, that overlaps, and it's just bringing me joy. So much joy. Like I've mentioned before, the way how that scene in the fields with the datura flowers, where Sylus was like, you're the only one that can touch me here. I firmly believe that they were seeing each other through like a shared dream or a shared soul space in a way, because they shared souls, right? And in a way, for them, it was real, but not in the physical sense. But yet now, in this reality, they are going through it again and under happier circumstances. And it's... I'm just so happy to see him happy, okay? This reminds me of how animals show affection.
Didn't you say it yourself? I'm straightforward. Curious about the syrup? Why not taste it?
And also there's a way how, not just Sylus though, most of the love interests, how they reach out their hand to her. Like, it's a very simple gesture, you know? But just how they're always willing to like help her up. It's romantic. You realize that it doesn't really happen often, I guess. Maybe it's because I make sure I never fall down, but you know.
A good appetite can't be beaten.
I just realized he was pinching her cheeks there. That's cute. Oh, it's so high up. Is it supposed to be that high up though? Poor MC.
Don't need help?
Yeah, I do. Can you not see? And the way he did it with one hand. Hot!
Sweet.
Sweet as you? Yes. Why don't you taste it yourself? And I love that we get to smear it on him. Gosh. I'm seeing the scene again and oh my gosh, I'm still melting. The troublemaker from earlier returns to scamper around us. It's a fluffy West Highland white terrier. Sylus bends down to lift the dog up. He looks into its eyes.
You've got guts. You dared to ambush a hunter and a man from the N109 zone.
And I remember saying, like, Sylus, can you not announce your arrival to civilians here with possible guards around the area? But anyway. The small dog ignores the stern words from 𝘾𝙗𝙗's leader. It cheerfully barks and quickly licks Sylus's cheek. This dog is living its best life. The mighty boss man of 𝘾𝙗𝙗 has evaded countless assassination attempts, yet today he falls victim to a surprise attack from a little dog.
Piper! Where did you run off to? Come back!
She's over here, you know, having the time of her life. Hearing its owner, the dog begins to squirm in Sylus's hands. You're a lucky dog, Piper. 𝘾𝙗𝙗's boss man is feeling generous right now. Today's his birthday, so he'll go easy on you. Be careful, don't crash into him again, okay?
You should leave before I change my mind.
And I also love how he just goes along with her antics, you know? And he doesn't even sound like it annoys him. Like, he just happily joins in. Like, I'm so in love with this man, holy shit. Sylus sets the dog down and it immediately runs away. People from the N109 zone would laugh themselves to death if they saw you trying to intimidate a little dog.
Don't worry, they'll laugh at you too.
But why? There's a coffee stain around the chest area of his shirt. A few drops touch the badge. Sylus, do you want me to help you take the birthday badge off?
No need.
See, he likes it. He likes getting those well wishes. He likes wearing a piece that came from MC. In a way, it's like her marking him, you know? And it's cute. Why? Someone doesn't want this day to end?
Didn't you say whoever wears this badge will receive everyone's blessings?
And that is what he's been having. But you've already got your fill. Even those small animals bestowed their blessings upon you. A flick immediately lands on my forehead.
I'm waiting for the most important one.
May you have a wonderful day.
That one already happened. Is there anything else?
You're so greedy.
It's only once a year, kitten. I'm not just greedy. I'm greedy and I'm proud of it.
I love it. Well, I open my mouth. I wish for you to always stay strong. A beast must keep his claws and fangs sharp to remain undefeated. And he needs to stay vigilant so he can navigate his world with grace.
Oh? And what if I'm no longer undefeated?
In that case, under his earnest gaze, my carefully prepared well wishes dissolve into incoherent ramblings. It doesn't matter if you're not strong. I'll accept you as you are.
I only asked for a few well wishes. Why is your brain starting to implode?
He's always teasing her. Don't interrupt me. What I want to say is, I hope you'll always have a place where you feel safe, so you can show your vulnerable belly. I also hope that someone will always be there to rub it. Genuine happiness is evident in the depths of his eyes. Now he can no longer hide it.
So you actually think of me as a beast?
Are you going to accept these well wishes or not?
I'll gladly accept them all. I'll always be strong and remain undefeated. As for that last one, that place and person, I already found them.
As he pulls me to his chest, I wrap my arms around Sylus's neck. With a smile, I get on my tiptoes to kiss the corner of his mouth. Happy birthday, Sylus. And that brings us to the end of his 5-star card, Where Hearts Live. I have to say, there are any thoughts that I had about this card. First off, I do think, unless you really read between the lines, finding any Sylus lore within this card is going to be quite hard. It's a lot of guessing. Like, even right now, I feel like it's still purely speculation, but I do feel like when Sylus was talking about the lion cubs, the tiger, even the capybara, he was mostly referring to himself. Yeah, like his origins. But that's the thing. So that's something I also mentioned in the live stream. I'm not sure if his origins about being cast aside because he was too weak. I wonder if it's his current origins, you know, like the Sylus of this timeline, not the dragon myth. Because we know for the dragon myth, Sylus did disintegrate Thanos style. And his origins is still not very clear. The Dragon Sylus one, I mean. For me personally, I had a whole theory. Because you know that story that they listened to in his dragon myth when they were at the bar? I think it was the bar, right? Is it called the bar? Yeah, the bar. That song that was playing about an old legend about how the dragon had to kill his beloved. And after doing that, it just went insane. And from then, a prophecy was told that a hero will be born to slay the dragon. or because the dragon is destined to slay his beloved. I feel like the original story was probably Sylus's parents. So I don't think... Now, again, remember, this is just purely speculation on my part. I do feel that Sylus must have been the result of a love story between a dragon and a maiden, a human girl. And because his parents ended up falling to ruin, Sylus had to grow up by himself. So he wasn't exactly abandoned. And they didn't really mention any of the dragonkin abandoning him. If anything, the earliest memories that he showed was that people had already killed the dragons around him. Like, his kin is gone. And in order to fit in, he had to cut off his horns as a child. So there's that. And if anything, the one that abandoned Sylus were actually the humans around him that realized after he turned that realized after he had dragon features that he wasn't human and ended up calling him a monster, and then, you know, trying to off him. So the whole story about the cubs being abandoned, I feel like that might be his current origins, you know, Lincoln timeline Sylus. I just wonder if this was Sylus's origin. And it'd be interesting to see if it was. But yeah, in order to find the lore, you really have to squint. And then come up with your own conclusions. But this is what I thought. Of course, if you guys have a different theory, do let me know in the comments down below. I love reading your theories, whether I agree with them or not. I feel like the more you guys tell me, the easier it is for me to build my own. And that's why sharing theories is so much fun, right? So when you hear mine, you can disagree, but you can also use it as evidence or supporting information to build up your own theories. And that's what makes, you know, this game a lot of fun. But anyway, that's it for this video. I just wanted to wish everyone a happy Sylus Day, and that I hope Sylus is having a great birthday. So yeah, let's all wish a big happy birthday to Sylus. Happy birthday, Sylus! And thank you guys, for those of you who joined me in the event's live stream. Thank you so much for going through the event with me. And for those of you who are watching this video, thank you so much for sticking around. Even if it's the first time you've watched it, thank you so much. If it's the second time you've watched it, thank you very much. And yeah, that's it for now. If you like this video, do like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye! Happy birthday, Sylus!